Alright, Hulk is the best 7-star in MCOC in my opinion. I think it's just undisputed. This guy is just beyond crazy. I think he is just like so versatile, right? Because he has both his damage output and then he has literally the best control in the entire game. So this video is split into 3 sections, right? Section 1 is Battlegrounds, usual stuff. Section 2 is raw damage Hulk, and then section 3 is Hulk Lock Hulk. And that's important because he is so versatile because he has 2 different playstyles, right? There's one playstyle where he is just one of the best burst damages in the entire game, and then the second playstyle is he is just the best control champion in the entire game. So like being that versatile is why he is the best 7-star in my eyes, right? But yeah, here we have this Battlegrounds fight. This is a Hulkling and he just shreds it, man. He just shreds it so easily. We dropped the SP2, we dropped the SP1. Doesn't matter. He's simple to play and he is just down in 44 seconds. And now we have this Havoc fight. Same exact thing, just trying to do as much damage as we can. And yeah, if things get like sketchy, we can just go for the SP1 and then he'll be completely stunned and can't do anything whatsoever. That's like the great thing about Hulk. He has the SP1 stun, and that just like makes things so much easier because they just can't do anything whatsoever, right? And that's why he's such a good control champion, because like they just cannot do anything. So you can just control the fight however you want it to be, right? And that's why I love Hulk so much, and that's why he is just still my favorite 7-star, still the best 7-star in my eyes. But yeah, here he dropped the SP1. He's just pretty much down now. We didn't get a single detonation on us. He didn't drop a single special attack besides the SP2. And yeah, that is just the power of Hulk's control, right? And now we have this Gallon fight. And Gallon was so annoying in this meta. So the plan was to just like not let him throw any special attack except for like one. And yeah, it just works fine. And he's a good Gallon counter because Gallon just can't activate his harvest if he can't throw special attacks, and you can just Hulk lock this guy if you want to. I think I went for the raw damage like rotation here because I was like kind of worried about my fight time. But yeah, like if you're not worried about fight time, the Hulk lock is always the best thing to do because it is just so easy to control the character. It is just so much fun, man. It is a very fun rotation. It is kind of complex though, so we'll go over it like in the latter half of this video. But yeah, here I can just drop the SP2 and it does some pretty nice damage. 53k, and then the trauma damage as well. And then yeah, he is just no chance, man, no chance. He's just so good. He is just so good. And now we have this Rintra fight. Rintra, super annoying. And this one's a bit complicated. You have to play a little bit differently. You kind of have to just opt for the SP1 usually, because Rintra has his like mystical charges, right? So if you don't knock him down in like a certain amount of time, he goes unstoppable. He goes just like, he gets a lot of different things, and it's really annoying, right? But if you can play around it, it becomes not too bad. So here I dropped the SP1 to control the charges. And yeah, now we're just chilling because we're about to enter Gamma Rage, which is perfect because we can just stun chain him then. And then after that, we are just chilling, right? So here we drop the SP1, I believe. Oh wait, no, we have to get him out of the corner first. I go for a heavy attack here, I think, because I don't want to get him to 10 charges, right? So yeah, there we drop the heavy attack. He's now at like below 10 charges. We can just drop the SP2 now. Some pretty nice damage output. Then we go for a combo into the relic, and then we go for another combo there. And yeah, this man is just being like absolutely controlled. So here, drop the SP1. He loses charges once again. And yeah, that was about 54 seconds for a Rintra, and Rintra has a ton of health, so that is very impressive, right? Just so good, man. So like I was saying, Hulk has one of the best burst damages in the entire game, right? So this fight is just unreal. It is just like totally unreal, man. So here, we want to just bait out the rock field, right? And then after that, we can just try and just out damage this guy while the rock field is going on. It is a bit like absurd, but we managed to do it, and it is like it's just the craziest thing out there, man. But yeah, here we can just keep doing heavy attacks, keep trying to control like the rock field because we don't want him to like, you know, get it like for a long time. We want to just let it expire soon anyway. And you can see here, we're losing a lot of health right now, like a lot of health. So I'm pretty scared here. But yeah, we can just parry him now. I missed the parry though, so yeah, I'll take some more damage there, unfortunately. And yeah, now we're at almost 15 charges, which is good. And here, he drops the SP2. This was not part of the plan. So I was like, oh man, what do I do now? He has the SP2 active, so now he has the rock field active. And I was like, do I just try to out-damage this guy? And out-damage him is what I do. So yeah, we are taking damage now. A lot of damage output, right? But I can just still go for my combos, still try to just get this guy down. We're doing like 15k like light attacks. It is just some bonkers damage output, right? But then we dropped SP2, 143k crit, and yeah, things are looking pretty good for us now. Still just super nervous. I'm like, am I gonna survive this? And I do. That is just unreal. That is literally unreal, man. Out damaging Gauntlet Terax like that, like we had no way of like mitigating the damage. We just literally out damaged him. That is just insane, man. That is just so insane. And now we have this Vision fight. Vision has Surging Vengeance, so like he drops the SP1, he drops the SP2, and then the SP3 will just guarantee one-shot you. But yeah, we go in with low health, and the plan here is to just SP3, and then just try to like stun lock the guy, right? And it works pretty well. I did mess up a little bit here, but besides that, it's not too bad. But yeah, like the fight goes pretty well for the most part, just like that one mistake that I made. But it is what it is, man. And yeah, he's so good for this fight because like once you get the SP3, he just doesn't survive pretty much. You can just like stun chain him. So yeah, it's really fun. So here we go for our Gamma Rage. Now we can just parry him and go for the SP3. And this is where I kind of mess up. Like the plan was to go for a combo and then relic stun and then do a medium attack and then like, you know, pause my combo and then go again. But I did a light attack on accident, so that kind of messed me up for sure. But thankfully he was still very aggressive and he just like went for like a light attack and he didn't go for the SP3. But yeah, now the fight is just over. We are doing like 28,000 mediums. This is just like absurd damage output, man. Then we go for another SP1. Actually, no, we go for the SP2. 66,000 non-crit. It is just unreal. The damage output is just unreal, man. Hulk is just beyond crazy. Like, that's just how it is. And now we have Dormammu here. And this fight, it's pretty standard for Hulk. I mean, you take a lot of damage output in the beginning of the fight, but like after that, it's fine. But yeah, it's also just very fun because Hulk just has so much damage output. So he just like, he takes like a lot of damage at first, but then you just Uno reverse it and then use like one shot him with the SP3. It is just so much fun. So yeah, man, I can just talk about Hulk all day. He is my favorite character, like as a 7-star, except for when to get Lady Deathstrike, because then it'll be her by far. But besides the point, Hulk is still my favorite 7-star that I currently own. I feel like that's a better way to put it. But like anyone else in the base pool right now, I would not love more than Hulk. Like, he is just that good. He is just simply that good. So here I drop the SP3, and here I go for the proper rotation, right? But we have the enhanced parry power gain active as well, so yeah, that helps us for sure. And yeah, now we're just chilling. We just go for the SP1 stun, and now the fight is officially over. He still has a ton of health left, but I know the fight is over because he's permanently stunned now, and he just cannot do anything whatsoever. And that's why he's so good, because his control is that good. You can call the fight being over with them still having like 2/3 of their life left, right? That's why he's so good, because he is just that powerful at controlling the fight. So here I drop the SP1 again, and yeah, like I said, the fight was over right when the SP1 was dropped. So yeah, pretty dang cool there, like a minute and 12 seconds. It is just craziness, man. And now I have Eternity Pain Havoc, and this fight's pretty cool as well. There is like a bit of annoyance because he like has reduced crit damage, right? Like you can't do as much crit damage as you want. But then again, Hulk doesn't really care about the crits. He just does good damage regardless of like, you know, crit or not. And that's pretty cool. And like the trauma damage as well, that kind of helps him like not to care about crits either. But then again, there is a stat focus for crit rating for Hulk, so that kind of like that does help him for sure. And I feel like that's why he's also a good 7-star, because you know the extra crit rate is just awesome. But the best thing about Hulk as a 7-star is the power rate. The power rate just changes this guy to be just an absolute monster, right? Like, I wasn't too fond of my 6-star rank 3 Hulk, and I start to realize why I wasn't too fond of him. It was because of the fact that his combat power rate is lower than the 7-stars. So yeah, like, once I got the 7-star version, I was like, no way he was like this before, right? But I was right, he wasn't like it before, because the combat power rate is just completely different now, right? And that's like the important thing about 7-star Hulk. But yeah, this fight's going pretty well. Now we can just go for the SP3, and then the fight will just be over pretty much. And yeah, he's doing this fight very, very well. And yeah, man, like, I think this Havoc fight, back when it first dropped, had like an Avenger tag to do it with, and Hulk wasn't buffed back then. So like people weren't really like, they couldn't use Hulk for it, but like if they could, he'd be the best option 100%. So yeah, now we're almost at the SP3, and we're almost at Gamma Rage as well. So we can just go in, do crazy amounts of damage output, and then yeah, the fight will just be over, right? So yeah, now we're in Gamma Rage. We dropped the SP3, and now it is just go time, man. It is just totally go time. We skip it right there. He drops CSP2, and watch this. We go for an intercept. I miss it because I'm bad at the game, but that's not the important part. We go for a combo. We drop the Relic Stun, and then we push it to the SP2. The Relic Stun is so good, man. Like, it makes Hulk an even more like crazy control character, and he was already the best control character out there. So like the fact that he can just add the Relic Stun onto him and just make him even more overpowered, it is just insane. It is just totally insane, right? But yeah, here the fight is just pretty much over now. We dropped the SP1, so he just can't do anything. And yeah, just usual Hulk things, right? Then we go for another combo. We drop the SP2. Actually, no, we drop the Relic Stun, and then we drop the SP2. And yeah, down. Just like that, man. It is crazy. Now for more chill time, like, you know, just some regular act paths, we have this whittle down lane, and basically you do less damage if you don't have any debuffs on the opponent. And Hulk, he has a lot of debuffs, right? But it takes a bit to like get to them. And you could say that's a drawback of the character, but honestly, it's just not even a big deal, because once he has the debuffs up, they just are down, like in like a flash pretty much. So yeah, man, there are just barely any downsides to this champion. I feel like there like pretty much isn't any downsides to this character. Like, he doesn't have to care about crits because he has like the extra red damage. He doesn't really care about like opponent abilities because of his stun lock. Like, what is there that is bad about this champion? I really don't know. And people seem to agree as well, because there's no hate towards this guy whatsoever, and that's good, because yeah, he is just crazy, man. He is just totally crazy. But yeah, here he dropped the SP1, and that ends the fight, because now he can't do anything, and yup, just look at that. He is just done for a very long time and just cannot do anything. It is awesome, and he is down. Just like that, man. And now we have Stark Spidey on the same lane. It's going to be the same exact thing, just Hulk doing like regular Hulk things. And then after this, we have a very fun lane, and then after that, we have the Hulk lock fights, and those are crazy, man. The Hulk lock fights are my favorite kind of fights, because he just trivializes super hard nodes and super annoying nodes. It is just crazy. It is just unreal. And like the fact that he can take some of these fights, it just should not be legal, but it is. And the best part is, the Hulk lock is all natural. There is no like bug with it. There is nothing wrong with it. It is just how Hulk is. And that is why it is so awesome, because it won't be changed. It won't be nerfed. Nothing will happen to it, because there is like nothing that is like bugged about it. It is just how he is made. It was how he was designed. And that's why it's just awesome. Like, you know, the Zemo lock eventually will get patched. The Kraven lock, unfortunately, will get patched as well. That'll make me cry, though. I just don't even want to think about that. The Kraven lock really saved the champion, but it's gonna get fixed probably. But the Hulk lock is just all natural, right? But yeah, now we have this Loki on the contagion path. So whenever we are immune to poison, we get like Fury passives, and then you pair that with the regular Fury passives, and we just do some bonkers damage output, right? But yeah, like I was saying, the Kraven and the Zemo lock, it will get patched eventually, and that kind of sucks, because I feel like it is Kraven's best thing for sure. Probably not Zemo's, but it also is pretty important to Zemo as well. But yeah, the Hulk lock, still the number one like lock rotation, won't get fixed because it's not bugged. It is just all natural. Very fun time. That's why Hulk is the best 7-star, because he is just an all-natural champion, right? And yeah, here we can just drop the SP3 once we get Gamma Rage, and the damage output will just be crazy. So here we can drop the SP3 now. We go for the parry, and yeah, things are just looking pretty good for us. The damage output after this, 54k medium. Yep, that sounds about right for Hulk. 53k medium. And yeah, that's Hulk, alright. That is certainly Hulk. And now we have Mojo in the same lane, and this fight is just also a very fun time. I'm starting to lose my voice now, I'm starting to realize, and it sucks, but it's also fine, because I've used my voice to talk about Hulk, and that is the best way to use your voice, right? But yeah, this fight goes pretty well. I accidentally triggered the life field there, which kind of sucks, but Hulk actually has degeneration resistance, right? It scales with missing health though, so yeah, we don't have too much of it right now, but over time we'll get some more, right? But yeah, here we can just drop the SP3, and then yeah, it will just be a very fun time. Actually no, we drop the SP2 here, and then watch this, we go for an intercept, and now the traumas are paused, and that's cool, because like, even like if they're almost about to expire, if you enter Gamma Rage, they will just start pausing immediately, which is just awesome. But yeah, the fight is over, like 20,000 medium, 25,000 medium, sorry. And yeah, that's just craziness, man. It is now time for the Hulk lock. Oh my gosh, I love the Hulk lock so much, man. It is just so powerful. So here is an example fight. This has Continuous Thorns and also has the Ionized Armor Lane. So if he drops a special attack, we're just done for, right? So we're not going to let that happen. And how are we going to prevent that from happening? With the Hulk lock. So here we go. We're just going to go to 1.9 bars of power. And after that, we're just going to drop the SP1. And then the Hulk lock will begin. So watch this. We do our combo, we drop the SP1, and it is time to Hulk lock, right? So here we go, watch this. 4-hit combo, double medium, into another SP1 at 1.9 bars of power, and then we go for a full combo 2 times, and then we go for a medium light medium into the SP2, and then watch this. SP2, go back in immediately, drop the relic stun after a full 5 combo, go for another full combo here, drop the SP1, and now he is stun locked for the rest of the fight. That is the craziest control in the entire game. It is no contest. No one does it as good as Hulk. This is unheard of. This is just like absolutely unheard of, man. This is just like beyond overpowered. And yeah, like I am just kind of speechless because it just trivializes some of the like most annoying notes in the entire game. And yeah, it's also like pretty straightforward to do once you like get it down. So it is just like, is it too good? Like that's what is it too good? It might be too good. I feel like it shouldn't be nerfed, but honestly, it is. I just don't know what to say. Like now that I watch back the gameplay, I really just don't know what to say. But yeah, we're gonna do it again here. We drop the SP1, go for a 4 combo into the SP1 again. I'm sorry, I'm starting to be like speechless now because I forgot it was this good. Like I forgot it was this powerful. But yeah, it is this powerful, and it's very scary. Like his power is just scary, man. This is why he is the best 7-star. This is why he is the best 7-star. It is just absurd. It is just totally absurd. But yeah, I'm gonna make this a separate video because this is just like I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked, man. Yeah, so here I drop the SP1 again, and he just can't do anything, and the fight is over. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the Hulk lock for you. That's the power of the Hulk lock. So yeah, now we have this spite node. So the plan was to not trigger Dex by just Hulk locking him, and it works completely fine. And yeah, like this is the Hulk lock. This is the insanity of the Hulk lock, man. So a summary of it is you just drop the SP1 and then you go for a specific combo, drop the SP1 again, drop the SP2 into the relic stun, and then you are just now stunning the opponent for the rest of the fight. And it's good because the opponent can't do anything while you do the Hulk lock, and then they kind of just can't do anything for the whole entire fight, actually. And that's why it's so good, and that's why it's kind of scary levels of good. But yeah, man, yeah, it's just crazy. It is just so overpowered. This is why he is the best 7-star in my eyes, because no one does this. No one else can do this. No one else can come close to doing this. To just trivialize nodes like this that he shouldn't be taking, yeah, it is just insane. And I don't think it'll be nerfed. It shouldn't be nerfed because it is just like part of his abilities, part of his kit. But yeah, there are some times where I feel like this is just like so strong that like it might be too strong. But then again, yeah, I don't know, man. If like Hercules can exist, then yeah, I feel like the bar for like too good doesn't really exist anymore in this game. But yeah, anyway, we have the same exact node. We're just gonna go for the Hulk lock, and yeah, it works completely fine because the Hulk lock, once you get it down, it kind of is impossible to mess up, I want to say. I feel like it is so hard to mess up. Like there, we just go for a different kind of like approach to it. But yeah, we still would just end up with the same result of her just being completely shut down, right? And yeah, it is just awesome, man. It is just so awesome. It is the most fun rotation to use as well. It is so much fun, man. Like once you get it down, you will just not want to stop using it. So yeah, man, the Hulk lock, it is just crazy. It is just crazy. And yeah, the fight's down. And that was also very fast time as well, because the Hulk lock, he is not only just the best control character, he's also insanely fast as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the showcase. Let me know your thoughts on Hulk. For me personally, I feel like he is the best 7-star. No contest. It is just him. No one comes close in my eyes. And yeah, that's about it for me.